Yes, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of the Klyph Notes podcast. Hey, this one was dope. I had another opportunity to record live at Portland Center Stage at the Armory. Such a dope venue. And this interview was cool on so many different levels. Chopping it up with a local artist who is doing his thing in terms of being a creative as a rapper, but also doing real substantial things in the community in terms of providing access and resources and just building, man. So it was really cool to have him in and talk about his journey from the South to the Northwest and all of the many things that he is working on. It was such a good night to be able to chop it up and then see him do his thing as an MC live and in person, man. Shout out to everybody who came through and was there live in the building. Shout out to Across the Street. Of course, my guy DJ OG1 holding us down live. Jonas and the work that he does in building community. Just everybody who was in the building. It was such a good night. And now I get to share with you the latest interview, Klyph Notes live from Portland Center Stage. My guest, Julian Outlaw. Support for the Klyph Notes podcast comes from Akepele Apparel, an idea born from a love of hip-hop, funk, and soul music and its surrounding cultures. With fashion being a huge visual part of the cultures, they've created expressive images to pay homage, invoke nostalgia, and showcase the elements that make up the lifestyle and cultures of these genres. Akepele, apparel for the music lifestyle. For more information, check out akepele.com. That's AKEPELE.com. Welcome to the Klyph Notes podcast, Klyph Notes live at Portland Center Stage at the Armory. Thank y'all for coming out, man. Truly appreciate y'all being here, man. Yeah, give yourselves a hand for coming through on a beautiful day in Portland, Oregon. This is dope, man. This is the home of the Klyph Notes Live podcast, and it's been an amazing time being in this beautiful space. Definitely got to give some shout outs. Man, my guy, dude continues to do so much in the community. Amazing producer, and just a all around cool cat. Can y'all make some noise for Love Jones, who's in the building tonight? Yeah. The community connector. Man, we are celebrating 100 and I don't know how many episodes of the Klyph Notes podcast, and doing a live joint's really special because I get an opportunity to connect with people live and in person. But the Klyph Notes podcast doesn't happen by itself. For a minute now has been supported and sponsored by, I hate saying sponsored because it's not really a sponsorship. It's more of this cat, he's at every Klyph Notes live, like literally since the beginning as I think about it. And he's my friend, but he's also representing Akepele Apparel. DJ Renz is in the building. Y'all make some noise for DJ Renz and Akepele Apparel, supporting Klyph Notes podcast for I don't even know how many years now. Dope Pop-Up is here. He got merch back there, man. You see, I'm rocking some exclusive stuff. So I just realized I'm rocking 2 exclusive pieces, bro. Which means y'all can't get these, sorry. But I'm rocking the Klyph Notes Live tee, and I'm rocking the Akepele, the special DJ edition jacket. But he got some other dope merch back there that I want y'all to check out, man. We are celebrating the 50th anniversary of hip hop, which is huge in 2023, and some dope merch. So check them out, Akepele live in the building. If you were listening to the podcast, you are not here live in person, please go to the website, akepele.com. That's AKEPELE.com. Copy yourself some merch, like I said, especially for this year, the 50th anniversary of hip hop. And once again, man, I don't do this alone, man. My brother from another who holds me down in so many of the things that I do, including Klyph Notes Live. He's the official DJ for the Portland Trailblazers. He's the founder and CEO of Leadertainment, and also the CEO of OG1 Productions. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for DJ OG1.
Yeah.
It's good with you, bro.
Man, I'm here, man.
I see you. Obviously you do what you do when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to the music. But I see you got some new gear, B. What's up with that?
Some new gear?
Yeah. You got that Rain 4, bro. Was that?
Oh! You talking about this? This is nothing. Nothing special.
Bruh. So everybody who's listening to this, y'all
Just
may know
caressing
people in the
her.
building. Oh my God, you're so silly, bro. Yo, what's up with the new rain joint, bro?
Hey man, this thing is a game changer, man.
Word?
You know, I always try to, you know me, man, have to stay relevant and stay up on the latest technology as a DJ.
Yeah.
You know, never getting complacent and, and comfortable with one particular lane. So I try to make sure that I stay connected. So no matter what situation, whether it's playing vinyl or on controllers, I know my way around the things.
No doubt.
You know what I mean?
No doubt. You have a couple things that I just want to make sure that I mention that you have coming up, bro. You got an event that's coming up with some West Coast legends, bro.
Yeah, man. The Cali Classic Tour.
Yeah.
That's featuring DJ Klyph, who else? Warren G, the Dog Pound, Cali TX, Amanda Perez, Maniac Loke. Hopefully I ain't missing. Oh, Kid Frost.
Yeah.
And you know, of course I'm gonna be holding it down on the ones and twos. I'm excited, man. I get to get in my West Coast bag that night.
No doubt. When is it?
That is May 13th.
May 13th? Okay.
Yes.
Tickets are available right now. You can copy tickets
Yes.
to that one and go see a really dope West Coast show, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's about to go down.
That's what's up, man. May 7th, I get to rock with you at Beats and Rhymes 2. We bringing that joker back. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a dope event. MCs and producers. It's a collaboration between Mic Check PDX and a beat happening, so really excited for that. Tickets are available. It's going down at the White Eagle Saloon May the 7th. Go to White Eagle Saloon or go to djklyph.com, get you some tickets. It's going to be really crazy. And of course, August the 20th, Mic Check PDX 7-year anniversary, celebrating 50 years of hip hop, kicking off Portland Hip Hop Week 2023. Amazing lineup. Tickets are available for that as well. I would be remiss if I didn't say, if you folks haven't checked it out, man, we got Cross the Street PDX in the building. What's good?
Yes.
Make some noise, y'all. Make some noise, man. Appreciate Jimbo and Birdie live in the building with us tonight, man. Had an opportunity to be interviewed by y'all, and just let you know how much I appreciate it. That video is available. That interview is available on YouTube. If you go to Cross the Street PDX, you can check out an interview with your boy, with your guy. Okay, that's enough of me talking. Y'all didn't come here to hear me talk. I so appreciate opportunities to share these platforms, and that's what I get to do tonight with a young man who I linked with through you. Oh, I think you're the person who linked me with this cat.
Yeah,
and
I tend to do those things.
Once again, Dot Connector, man, a young man who has been doing a ton of stuff in the city. Someone who I really appreciate for a couple reasons that we're gonna get into, and I'm gonna save all of this for the conversation. But I just need y'all to help me create a space and help me with a warm welcome for this MC, this community member, this difference maker, Julian Outlaw. Come on, B. Man, dude. Man, appreciate you, dog. Let's get you mic'd up. Let's get you mic'd up right quick. I'm just gonna throw this joint on you like so.
For sure.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Julian Outlaw, what's good with you, bruh?
A whole lot. Honestly, this right here, everybody that's out here that's here physically for the live event, and everybody that's gonna be tuning in right now, y'all are making me feel amazing right now, man. The smile probably gonna stay like this for a month. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be big cheesy for sure.
That's what's up, B. So I said this earlier, man. This one's been a long time coming. I just wanna show you love, bro, because of the love that you show. You know what I'm saying? You show out, you support in a real big way, and I want you to know that it's seen and it's recognized, man.
Thank
you. You be at the meeting of the minds on the regular. You know what I'm saying? Letting your voice be heard. Like I said, a dope artist, but then also a dope member of the community, and I wanna touch on all of that, bro. But let's start with your story, man. So you are, and people are listening to this and they don't know. They can hear it in your voice. You ain't necessarily a Northwest native.
I am not at all. I'm not from around here. Not in the slightest. No sir. No sirree, Bob. I actually got it on my chest right now. Excuse me, on the lapel. But Screwed Up Click is on my chest. If you're familiar, if you're a hip hop head, you should already know that I'm referencing to DJ Screw, Mr. Robert Earl Davis Jr. From out of Houston, Texas, where I am born and was raised and represent. Regardless of where I'm at on this planet.
That's what's up, bro.
Yes, it all started in Houston, Texas. I'm from 3rd Ward, same neighborhood as George Floyd and Beyonce. All that put together. Another Beyonce tidbit. We went to the same elementary school too.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, it's kind of ridiculous, and we both drove the same principles crazy, and it was. The stories that used to get told to my mom about the Knowles family, man, it was a
word?
It was a trip. Beyonce was a little bad kid.
Yo, that's nuts, bro. Like that you had that experience. You're looking back now on your youth and coming up in Houston, and then being a creative yourself. Like how were you influenced then by coming up there?
I'm gonna say that school was mainly a big part of it too. Cynthia Ann Parker Elementary.
Yeah.
It was a music magnet school, and my family always had a huge emphasis on not only education but also the arts. And my grandma and everybody wanted me to play the piano. I was like, nah, I'm gonna play the violin. And then I finally got me a violin. Yeah, this is like kindergarten, man.
Okay.
Because you had to play it as a music magnet school, and I was like, to go there, I had to do something musical. And so I was like, yo, you got a month to figure it out. But all I kept hearing was piano and violin. It was like grandma had the piano at the crib, and I was like, I want to do something different. So I chose violin, and then after about a month of realizing that instrument didn't make enough noise for me with my ADHD, man, switched over to band, did the little hot cross buns on the recorder and such, and then moved on to playing the trombone.
Okay.
Stuck with that, and then by high school I had picked up the euphonium or baritone, and then the tuba as well, just trying to work through that, trying to get my prints on, you know what I mean?
Yo, that's crazy, bro. So then for you, where did the art of rhyme come from?
Ooh, I remember it like it's a scene out of a Christmas story, man. You know those little sets that you buy your kids, like the little amp that's like this big, you know what I'm saying? It's got a little connected mic to it already, and it got the effects on it. You can
I know exactly
hit the super reverb.
Right.
I got one of those for Christmas, I believe it was. Yep, I got one of those for Christmas. I think I was like 4 or 5. And my dad used to change my diapers to Wu-Tang and Tupac all the time and stuff. And so when I got this box, soon as I got the box, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like I got on the mic, and I think the first thing I hit was "Wanna Be a Baller." Shot caller, 20-inch blades. And then my mom was like, you don't want to try to sing something? Yeah. And then I said, I want to rap. So that's where it started there. Freestyling always been a huge part of like Houston hip hop culture, just in terms of the way the whole Screwed Up Click movement went. Yeah. So probably around, like 3rd or 4th grade, I started freestyling in public at school. And it didn't even make no sense. I was just saying words that was my favorite with slant rounds. I'm like, banana in the Corvette doing the porridge. I love the M&Ms. It wasn't saying nothing.
Right.
But I think I wrote my first, I started writing for real when that adolescence started hitting, you know what I'm saying? Boy, they didn't know what was going on. Yep. So probably around 6th grade, I started getting in trouble for not paying attention in English class.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The transition then from being a resident of the South and then making your way up Northwest, like how did that even happen, bro? I asked you that question that way because I moved up here from the South, and I get asked that question all the time. How you came up here all the way from the South? Yeah,
and they're like, oh, you doing music, and then you came to the Pacific Northwest? I'm like, yo, so there are reasons.
Yeah.
Through high school, you know what I'm saying, I was on ADHD medication.
Yeah.
Which would not term, it would help with my schoolwork, but I wouldn't be the Julian that you guys know right now.
Right.
Very on some irritable type, not Julian at all.
Yeah.
Didn't have an appetite either. The only thing that helped out with is my wrestling coach. He was like, hey man, look, as long as you still working out and you ain't gotta eat nothing, as long as you keep making weight.
Yeah.
This was terrible on my health and my psyche. Till one day I discovered the wonderful benefits of cannabis.
Okay.
And unfortunately in Texas, marijuana was at that point extremely illegal. Like,
Dude, that's not just illegal, but extremely illegal.
Extremely illegal. I'm talking about my homeboy is still on probation from a doobie that was in his ashtray from a traffic stop back in 2011. He was a junior in high school. He is still on probation to this day.
Wow.
Violated for just random traffic stop. You get pulled over, that's another violation. Right. You know what I mean? So that cycle was scary. But what was scarier than the law was my mama.
Bruh, say that. Say that, man. No doubt.
I couldn't bring there's no weed in that house. Isn't that, man? So it turned into a whole bunch of running around doing music on my own, respecting my mama's house, but also that put me in a whole bunch of predicaments and situations trying to be grown faster than I should have been.
Yeah.
But I had some cats that I met when I went down to Arizona State. I went to Arizona State for a couple, you know what I'm saying, interdisciplinary arts and performance. But all those cats were from the Pacific Northwest. And I would tell them these stories and they're like, no way.
Yeah.
So you don't even feel safe at home to smoke a blunt? And I'm like, nah, boy, I'm on edge.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, you should come and visit the Pacific Northwest one time. And so that you could bro, we're gonna get you weed with a receipt. It's gonna blow your mind. So I ended up taking a trip up here to Tacoma.
Yeah.
And then one of the homies had transferred to Oregon State University. So the weed was amazing when I got up here.
Yeah.
Then he threw a surprise party for me down in Corvallis. And that was amazing. Like, I started looking around the room at these faces I'd never met before.
Yeah.
And a couple of my songs coming on, and I'm seeing people mouthing the words, and I'm like, whoa, man.
Yeah.
It sure is cold, and it sure is wet, and it sure don't look like a lot of people like me out here, but you know what? I think, hey, this is the good weed, and I got a great support on my music. I think I should go ahead and roll the dice on that. So I came back home and formulated a plan, and then a series of one-ways later, you know what I'm saying, I'm out here in the Northwest.
That's what's up, bro. What an amazing journey. Especially at that time in your life, that somewhat an influential time in your life, to be able to make a choice like that. In terms of creativity, when we see you, we can tell that you're creative. You know what I'm saying? Your whole style, we can tell that you're creative. And that's one of the things that I think. Like, I used to be on you all the time, B, about, yo, man, like, I got 2 radio shows and I ain't got no Julian Outlaw music. You know what I'm saying? But that comes from just seeing how you move, you know what I mean? Like I said, knowing that you are who you are. As a creative, has there been any sense with you of hesitancy of sharing your creative process?
Big time. I think it's part of, I'm gonna say, insecurity.
Yeah.
Fear of rejection. Things that a lot of rappers would be afraid to say out their mouth, you know what I mean? For some people, becoming a rapper or getting into hip hop is their escape from those, you know what I'm saying? Get to put that cape on one time for the one time.
Right.
But I find power in writing and creating for myself to keep myself sane. But then when it does come out to sharing it, I'm low-key a competitor. Like, it just within myself, not just to say within the community, but just for myself to always be looking to see. I hate feeling like I'm in a hamster wheel, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So sometimes I'll get paralyzed on releasing something or sending something to you or OG over there. I know every time I bring this up, I start blushing, man.
Yeah,
I know I got,
yeah, bro. But to keep
got
it
hot
on
up here.
keep it on, I got 2 joints for you today.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Yeah. I sent a little extra over to OG too. The Rip City building out now. Go check out the music video on YouTube and anywhere and everywhere you listen to your music at. But that's something that I'm learning to overcome, and even moments like this are like validating to be like, yo, people want to hear what you have to say. Put it out there, and you know what I mean. I'm trying not to look at the numbers anymore. You know what I mean, and just have these real life interactions with people.
Right.
You know.
So let me ask you this, bro, because it's a question that I have. You know, there was a time when, you know, I was nice, you know what I mean, on the mic. There was a time back in the day. Don't go look for none of my stuff. It's out there, but don't go look for it.
I'm digging.
It's not under DJ Klyph.
I'm a dig.
So,
I'm gonna figure it out.
At any rate, when in terms of that, right? We do live in a time now. I get it all of the time where people get at me like, yo, you need to play my records. You need to have me on mic check. You need to this, that, and the third because I got so many streams on Spotify. I got whatever. And I understand that's sort of the norm. But I remember a time when it was really about creating the art. And so how do you as a creative balance that? Because you just mentioned it, you try not to look at the numbers, but how do you balance being an artist, being a creative, everything that you just talked about in terms of some of the reasons that you create, and then the pressures of that may then get in the way of you sharing your art. And not that you have to, right? I'm
gonna say, 'cause I was born in '95.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I feel like, you know, sitting on 5 babies, what's happening? For us millennials, like we have never been in a position. We've always heard about the era where talent mattered.
Yeah.
It's never been, I think the closest thing that we've got, or that I remember coming up in terms of trying to make it in an art space, or especially in music, was, bro, you gotta have a kick-ass demo and then get signed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But now we're moving away. Everybody's like, all right, learning the business more. Being signed kind of really getting the move now.
Right.
But in order to, you know, get the leverage in terms of these deals, you got to have the numbers. It's always the numbers, and it's been inflated numbers since Berry Gordy. You know what I'm saying? So
say that.
Yeah, it's just been one thing that I appreciate you and OG for doing is, and I think we've had this conversation at one of the last meeting of the minds, is. Yes, y'all are gatekeepers in terms of hip hop, but not in terms of keeping people out, but protecting what it is that we have. And at the same time, not gatekeeping as a verb, the information that a lot of us need or you know what I'm saying, to actually progress our careers, yo.
Word up.
Yeah, so I think right now, a lot of people are starting to, especially kids growing up with social media, they know your 6-year-old can figure out an easier way to go and steal your, all they gotta do is leave your phone down for 2 seconds and they can make them a page that got 10K followers in about 3 minutes, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I think we're all starting to learn that it really doesn't matter, and then we're all starting to look, once it was just the numbers, we started looking at different things. I was like, oh, that looks fake, and now it's just like, bro, your content is kind of whack.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I think we're coming back into a renaissance of people going under the skin deep surface and seeing what people are actually about.
I hope so. I definitely hope so.
Yeah, me too, man.
Let me ask you this, bro. Thought just came to mind as we talk about that. You know, the whole AI thing with the creatives, man. You being able to, and bro, it's beyond me. But you being able to, I don't know however it works, program a situation where you could get a Pac verse and you could record your verse and say, yo, man, I got this. You know what I mean? Like, how do you, as a creative, how do you feel about that as someone who could do that just to see what you would sound like on a record with that artist? And then part 2 to that question, how do you feel as a creative that somebody could then do that to your art?
That's where I first think about it as. I'm like, Let's fast forward 20 years from now with Julian gray in the face, with grandbabies running around and such like that, and I end up kicking the bucket. Wait, hold on, let's give me about 40 years on that. Let me get 40, 50, 60. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up on those numbers. But I end up passing, and you know what I'm saying. Of course, after learning the proper business, you know what I'm saying, my estate will have all control over my music, my voice, and stuff like that.
Right.
Last thing, I'm not even really thinking about me because I think a lot of this stuff is hilarious, but also it's scary to the fact that, you know, my grandbaby could be out there one day and hear my voice saying some wild stuff.
Bro. 100%.
You know, so, and they're going on a crusade, and now they're just, you know, how the internet works. I'm sure it won't get any better from now. To being accosted, just trying to, you know, protect granddaddy's, you know, legacy.
Right.
And I think, you know, I cried for two men that I ain't never met before in my life. That's MF Doom and DMX. Man, rest in peace to Daniel Dumoulin and Robert Simmons. I mean, I'm saying Earl Simmons. Excuse me. Went back to Rob. Rest in peace to Robert Earl Davis too. DJ Screw, man.
Yeah.
But and those things, and that's one thing. Like they say, you can see on the back of this shirt.
Yeah, the original.
The originator. It's not chopped and screwed unless it's done by DJ Screw, man. It's something else that completely different. If it's not done by DJ Screw, unfortunately, if you weren't born in that era, if you didn't wait around the block and knock on the gate, bro, from 3 to 8 p.m., then you just missed it. And I think I'm glad I've got a lot of DMX influence from just listening to his music as a kid. And of course, my voice sounds raspy too, so I look to him for inspiration on how to get my voice mixed and such.
Right.
But I cried because I'm like, dang, I will never be able to shake those men's hand, at the least shake their hand. But what I can do is make them proud in what I do with my music. I think it's kind of weird to try to go and chase what wasn't for you. You know what I'm saying? Like things happen in life when they're supposed to happen as they happen. And if it wasn't meant for me and DMX or me and MF Doom to link up, then that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people should be okay with that. Like what Jay-Z say is they say they don't like my new shit, buy my old albums. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Their legacy is still here, man. You know, I don't know. It feels weird. It feels creepy in a fan way to try to go and chase that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Chopping up with Julian Outlaw live at Portland Center Stage. Klyph Notes once again, man. Thank y'all for being here. Supported by Akepele Apparel. All right. So one of the other things that I've been very impressed with, really from a distance, and it was really one of the reasons I wanted to talk to you, is as a creative, as someone who is working towards tuning your art, reaching an audience, getting people to hear it and get to know who you are. One of the big things that I see you doing is being an advocate for others, which is not always what we get to see in this day and age, man. And I want to first give you an opportunity to talk about some of the work that you're doing. As a matter of fact, you were just talking about, you know, you just came from a situation.
Yeah.
But the work that you do in the city of Gresham, providing opportunities for sustenance for those who are in need. And talk to me a little bit about some of those programs that you're involved in.
I want to give a huge shout out to the Feed 'em Freedom Foundation and Mudbone Grown. They are a black farmers collective and co-op out here helping to strive towards food sovereignty, especially out in East County, in Rockwood and in the Park Rose neighborhood. We have 2 food pantries that we run. I help manage the one in Rockwood. Wednesdays and Fridays at the Rockwood Village Apartments. Wednesdays 2 to 4:30. So tomorrow 2 to 4:30 pull up. Fridays 5 to 7 p.m. We got amazing. I hate to even call it a pantry because I mean you can go to a pantry and you get a can of beans and but what kind of beans is it, man? You know what I mean? You open it up, got to figure out is it lime or black. You know what I mean? But we got amazing donations from like the Birch Foundation as well as Trader Joe's. So I'm talking about if you ever been into a food pantry where you can choose between 17 different types of cheeses, and you know what I mean? We got a lot of good stuff over there. Also as well, we have a greenhouse and a couple of co-op farms that we're working with to make sure that this food sovereignty thing is a reality and not just something that we keep talking about. Because I ain't gonna lie, in 27 years of life, the way I've seen America work, I've never seen prices actually ever go down. Facts. You know what I'm saying? So the food, making sure we know where to get our own food, grow our own food, process it, and barter with one another is we're kind of making that a reality right now. And I was just, like you said, I just left a meeting with Councilman Vincent Jones Dixon and a couple of members of the Gresham City Council and the police department and the fire department, and we were all talking about what does Gresham look like in 5 years towards food sovereignty, towards building up the economy out there, like at the Rockwood Market Hall, and also bringing culture out there, because that's the one thing that I think I've been focused on in terms of the music side, or just to putting together shows and such like that, is trying to bring more entertainment to the east side.
Right.
All these shows are usually either Vancouver, Beaverton, downtown here, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie, most of us live on the east, you know what I mean?
100%,
so
100%.
That's something that I'm looking forward to, working with the city of Gresham to make sure that, because honestly, Rockwood and Gresham is a wonderful community. Honestly, I get pissed off on the fact that I'm like, dang, I really don't have to leave Gresham to go do what I need to do today, except for my entertainment.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think we can change that, man, throughout the next 5 years. That's what I'm looking to have.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Yeah, you did an event for Juneteenth. I know you brought OG1 out. That's how I got to hear Madam Go Long for the first time. Yeah. I mean, you're actually doing things, bro, where you're creating opportunities for the community to come together. And I don't want that to be lost on anybody. You know what I mean? I was talking to someone a little bit earlier about oftentimes we talk about what we don't have instead of looking at what we do have. And you are creating opportunities. So big ups to you, bro. For real, for real.
That means a lot, man. I don't even know how to really take that right now, but in terms, I needed that. Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely, man.
Yeah.
So we are getting ready to, today was a beautiful day here in the Pacific Northwest. We're getting into the springtime, heading into summer. More opportunities for people to just be out and about, you know what I mean? And gather together, and for creatives to bless stages and release music. And,
yeah.
You know
there's that last one right there. There's that last one right there. Yeah.
So what you got planned for 2023, bro?
For 2023, I have an album ready to go. Just need some mix and masters on it. I'm like I talked to you before, just kind of coming up with the plan for the rollout. You know what I mean? I don't want to just drop it to just be dropping it. That's part of that anxiety that I'm talking about then, because also you don't want to half-ass your work either. You know what I'm saying? Just because you finish creating it doesn't mean the job is done. You know what I mean? You got to promote it and market it, and just like any business comes up with a plan for their fiscal year, that's what I'm trying to look at it too, because that's what I always try to put into the head of other artists when we're out here doing shows. When cats look at me crazy because I'm paying them, I'm like, bro, we are all businesses, man. Yeah. And we're going to scale up from here. But as long as, if we, like I say, and if anybody that's worked with, I forgot to mention this, Lame Ways Artistry, my LLC. Lame, of course, an acronym for living above most expectations, but most importantly, living above my expectations. You know what I'm saying? If the consumer doesn't see us appreciating one another's art through the way that this country sees appreciation, aka monetary, you know what I'm saying? Right. Then what's gonna make them want to go and pay for a CD, pay for some merch, pay for a show, So, and if anybody that's worked with Lame Ways, when we break it down, I'm saying, all right, let's say we made $1 off this show. Right. How cool are all of us with walking away with a piece of this dollar? Yeah. So then if we stick together, once it gets to $1 million, there should be not an issue. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So now I'm understanding what that term is, scaling up your business. You know what I mean? That's what we're looking forward to doing this 2023 for shows. Yeah. I'd love to get, like you said, outside. I'm a huge outdoors person. Like, little known fact, the Outlaw is an Eagle Scout too. You know what I'm saying?
Word, okay.
So, yeah, man. I do a little angling as well too. So one thing I would love to get at is if there's any organizations out there, which I've seen a lot of Black outdoors groups. Yeah. I would love to get a lot of our inner city families, youth, Black and brown BIPOC folks back outdoors, putting, you know what I'm saying, catching our own protein, snowboarding, doing stuff that's untraditional to probably our neighborhoods and our communities at the time. And then mixing that with hip hop as well, you know what I mean? Yeah. And that's kind of my focus right now, and connecting all these different entities at a safe place. Right. Where people can gather resources. Right. And also have a great time. Yeah. And you know what I mean? Because there's so many resources around us that we don't know about. Right. And those resources now don't know how to connect to the communities that they're apparently trying to help. And I'm like, how do y'all not know how to see one another? Right. I think that's where I come in as a strong link to make that happen for the community.
That's what's up, bro. I love that, man. I love that because it's, you know, I always say it's bigger than me. You know what I mean? And you are a living example of that. That it's, you know, it's bigger than just Julian Outlaw. Man, I've been so psyched. I talked about it a little bit earlier, man. 2023 is the 50th anniversary of this genre that I love. Not genre, this art form that I love in hip hop. And you as an MC,
shout out to Pink Houses.
Come on now. Come on. Do you resonate with that at all? You know, and if so, like, what are your thoughts and feelings on 50 years of this art form?
It's really cool because I'm only 27.
Yeah.
And sitting here with you right now, OG right here, all of y'all right here, it's kind of been sobering, waking up and being like, hey, bro, you might be like the next wave of the whole thing, dog. Like, you don't be scared now, bro. Right. Hip hop needs you. We're not gonna let this thing disco out. Right. You know what I mean? Right. And which is something I feel like hip hop kind of saved disco because I love me some nice disco back break beats and you know what I mean. And it's cool to see how it's evolved too, and like the way that the generations have gotten closer and closer and closer and closer. Like hip hop 3 years ago is so much different than hip hop 9 months ago. Like the evolution from, let's say, even just a little pump to a yeet. You know what I mean? Yeah, like when you do the anthropology behind it, it's wild. It's wild to study. And the fact of the matter is that, man, it being such an American art form.
Yes.
And truly being an American art form, and the fact that it's such a melting pot in terms of the people that are involved with it, the styles that can be expressed, you know what I'm saying? It's for everybody. It's literally probably the most American form of expression that we have right now. And so seeing that evolve over it being villainized to, you can't stop it. You can't stop it. It's literally the soul of freedom. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I love the way you said the song. Yeah. I dig that. One of the things that we get to do here live, having people live and in person, man, is open the floor. So if anybody wants to ask questions or has a comment for Julian, we'll definitely give you a microphone to do that for real. You have, like I said, man, you have been. I can't remember meeting of the minds that I've been to recently that you weren't there. Like you're consistently there. Why? Like what is the value that you see in that situation? If anybody doesn't know, Meeting of the Minds is a program, organization, an event that DJ OG1 put together years ago. And the idea was, let's bring people together who are like-minded in a room, not like at a concert, not at a show. We can't really communicate and talk to one another. But you explain it. Your situation had me up here trying to.
Hey man, you was on the flow.
But at any rate, man, it's a quarterly situation, right?
Yes, it's a networking mixer platform for creatives to come together and build relational capital with each other. Learn how to work with each other, leverage each other's skill to elevate each other. Yeah. That's simple.
No doubt. So for you, bro, like why you keep showing up?
Cause through a lot of the conversations I had with OG, he even asked me, he was like, "What is Julian Outlaw? What does Laneways artistry do?" And I've been really thinking about that question for like the past 3 months. Like, what is your brand? And in terms of branding, that's professionalism. Yeah. The information that y'all have in the music industry, extremely professional. And I guess once I started coming to the Meeting of the Minds, I started seeing people slough off maybe every now and then and such, but it's gotta be consistent. Yeah. It's gotta be consistent work. It's gotta be all of us reaching out to connect with one, not just pulling up to be like, I'll be doing this, all right, see y'all later. Like actually having us come together. And then the more I thought about that, I'm like, yo, that's ever since this last Black Farmers Conference that I went to, and I had people from Tacoma and such come down from all over the Pacific Northwest to reconnect with one another again and also enjoy themselves at a dope event over at Mighty Mo's. Shout out Mighty Mo's Tanker, Black Owned Barbecue over there. Go check them out.
Word up.
Yeah, I'm like, maybe this is my niche right here. Maybe connecting people is where it's at. Maybe some people don't want to do that extra work to keep pulling up to meeting of the minds and stuff. Maybe that's my niche right there. To, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, y'all, it's not hard to listen to one another and get on the same page, man. And I try to make it to, I don't know if y'all see me, OG, if you see me in the back, I pull up to every meeting of mine with a notebook. And it is torn to shreds because I'm trying to figure out how to make this thing work and make it work for all of us, because Portland's really not that big of a city, like in the grand scheme of things. A lot of the craziest thing to me when I first moved here is getting on the Max from like the north side all the way to the east. And you see the same 14 people throughout your day, but you have no idea who the hell they are. You're like, oh, so we just both decided to go get Safeway for lunch. Okay, that's wild. All right, so you also live in the north but work in the Numberz. Okay, all right. One of these days we gonna get each other's names. But I'm just hungry for the knowledge, and that's why I keep coming, and I want to see it work. I want to see it work with all of us, and I meet somebody new every time. I might not reconnect with the same people. Like I say right now, my man DJ Klyph in the back, man, ever since we linked up at the, well, I think we had seen each other on social media a couple times, but we actually linked up in person. Like, forget the social media, forget the numbers. Is this a dope individual? We got to linking up, and hey, car is fixed. I'm gonna see you in Washougal next week, brother. Well, we got a track that we're working on already, actually putting the work in. So
that's what's up.
I always look forward to new information, which he has a lot of as well. New information and new collaborations towards making this music thing a real deal, full time. You know what I'm saying? For monetization wise, you know what I mean? To cover my life.
No doubt.
I think that's the goal right now, is to get that information and gather the team of people that's really pushing to make this what they do.
I love it. I love it. So I mean, bruh, I love doing Klyph Notes for two reasons. One, because, like I said, man, I remember back in the day when I was trying to get on and trying to figure out, you know, how do I connect with whomever? How can I get a platform and just let people know who I am and what I do? And when the creator gifted me with this platform, I said that I want to do what I couldn't find. I want to provide platforms for others. But it's also a great opportunity for me, man, to just hear people's stories, because I'm truly interested, and I want you to know how grateful I am to you for coming through to share your story, and thank you for being a part of Klyph Notes, man. Thank you for being a part of of DJ Klyph Productions. Thank you for being a part of this night. I just want you to know how much I appreciate you, bro.
Man, it means the world for real.
That's what's up.
It really does.
That's
man.
what's up.
These are the big victories right here, man.
Out.
You know, I want everybody to make sure they take those tiny victories too. My homeboy this morning told me, he was like, Julian, I wish you would allow yourself to be happy. Don't be so hard on yourself, man. And like I said, like sometimes, especially as young cats from the inner city, after 18, it feels like you on borrowed time. It's like, damn, you made it to 18? Okay, so a lot of us only planned for about 17, 18 tops. Because a lot of us have lost a whole bunch of friends, especially now with this drug crisis that we have going on right now. It's a trip, you know? So I try to tell myself to slow down, because I'm on Tupac mode. I'm like, man, I'm supposed to be like 7 movies deep by now, you know what I mean? 10 albums, 7 movies, you know, the ballet performance, get on Broadway, and but like I said, to correct myself, I'm talking about 20 years with the Gary kids. Like, nah, I'm on 60, I'm on 80, I'm on all of that, man.
You gotta make sure that you're taking time to be in the space, man, because what ends up happening is you do a lot of stuff, and then you look up and you realize that you did it, but you didn't have an opportunity to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Life is, yes, tomorrow's not promised, we're told that, but at the end of the day, man, you know, don't miss out on life because you're trying to, you're just trying to live so hard. You feel me?
that was gonna keep me up tonight.
Yeah, bro. Come on, that's what I'm supposed to do.
Whoa.
I'm an OG, B. I'm an OG.
Whoa.
So I've been hollering the mic. If anybody want to holler at Julian, you know, I'm gonna give you an opportunity. As I do that, just come on up. You know, if you want to holler. I once again want to shout out Akepele Apparel. Please definitely check out the table back there. Really, really dope merch. And it's a very special situation tonight. I don't know if Renz knows, and I'm about to say this, but if you cop something tonight, you get a special Klyph Notes live discount. You know what I mean? So you definitely want to do it tonight. If you're not here tonight and you are just listening, you're tuning in, you can definitely check out akepele.com, akepele.com, and you get everything you see on the table plus so much other dope merch that you can get. If people are hearing this, people who are in the room who maybe aren't really familiar with you yet, want to tap in more with you because you do have so many things going on. Your music, your community work, all of these things, and they want to make sure they don't miss anything. How do people tap in with you?
Easy peasy. The Julian Outlaw on Instagram, Twitter. Julian Outlaw, just a quick Google, JulianOutlaw. You can find me anywhere and everywhere. I'm the guy that looked like he got a mop on top of his head, you know what I'm saying? Spotify, Apple Music. If you want any inquiries for hosting, emceeing, helping out your business with any entertainment, please get at me at bookjulianoutlaw@gmail.com. That's BOOKJulianoutlaw@gmail.com. Looking to do some voiceover work, so if anybody's got some of that lined up, please holler at me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's where you can get at me. YouTube as well. Lameways Artistry on there. Got all my music videos there, as well as an urban gardening series you can go check out. Now's the perfect time to start putting some starts and some seeds in the ground. Going from seed to stove, you know what I'm saying? And I'm doing it in a way where if you live like in an apartment complex, if you got a patio or a nice little sunny window, we got you to where you can grow your own food. So please check that out too, you know.
Bruh, I can't tell you how much it warms my heart for you to take advantage. Bruh, I be telling people all of the time, man, come through and you ain't paying nothing for this. You feel me? This is your platform. Thank you for taking advantage of it. You feel me?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm out here. Please get at me.
Man, once again, thank you for being a part of this. It really means a lot to me. Just once again, some shout outs. Thank you. Please, y'all help me say thank you to Portland Center Stage for hosting this event tonight. So appreciate being in this beautiful space. Shout out to Love Jones. Shout out to XRAY on the soundboard. Thank you everybody here in the building for being here. It means the world to me, man. Thank you DJ OG1 for holding me down. My brother, I truly appreciate it. You can listen to the Klyph Notes podcast everywhere you listen to podcasts. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, Amazon, Pandora, I don't know. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, you can listen to Klyph Notes podcast. Some dope interviews have happened thus far, so please definitely check that out. Anybody else that I forgot? Shout out to my guy Theory Hazit for creating the official theme song for the Klyph Notes podcast. You can follow me at DJ Klyph at DJ Klyph. You can catch me every Saturday night on FM radio right here in Portland, XRAY FM with Welcome to the Neighborhood, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can also catch me on the Numberz every weekday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, just playing joints like the joints that I'm from Julian that, as long as they're radio edits, will be in the mix.
Radio edits on the way.
That's
yes,
what's
sir.
up. That's
yes,
what's
sir.
up. Okay. I have one ask.
Okay.
Okay, one ask. I love the fact that you are looking at, different ways and different opportunities to share your art with people. We have a couple people here in the building that we've talked about, what you do as a creative, as an MC, as a representative of this art form. Yo, bro, can you kick a rhyme right quick, bro?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Y'all
want to see Julian do a little something? Okay.
I know it's intimate here.
Right? No, come on now.
Hold on now. Let me get out of
to one of my.
It's time to get out of podcast mode. I know it's intimate in here, but come on now. Show me some love real quick.
Y'all must have never been to one of the shows I hosted. Y'all want to see Julian do something? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, you got something for me, B?
Yeah. Ready?
Yo, before we get started, I want to give these. Actually, you know what? I'm going to wait till afterwards, you know what I'm talking about? But I got some gifts for y'all over there, man. Make sure y'all, hey, Julian Outlaw, Laneways Artistry bandanas also available. Holla at me, you know what I'm saying? I got merch on deck as well, you dig? Man, I wrote that a long time ago, and like I said before, you might feel like you be moving your legs and spinning that hamster wheel. And like you can't find the answers to what you're supposed to be doing, but hey, just keep putting one foot in front of the other, man. I promise you're gonna get there. Look back at yourself from 3 years ago and be like, yo, check me out right now. You 3 years ago would be your biggest fan. Take that as a victory. Y'all stay living above most expectations. It's Laneways to the grave day. My name is Julian Outlaw. Please get at me. Any questions? Please, I'm ready to talk. Holla at your boy. Thank you so much, DJ Klyph, DJ OG1. You know what I'm saying? Actually, yeah, let me grab these for you, these bandanas right
I got
here.
a question for you too while you do that.
Oh, what's up? What's up?
What's up, Julian?
What's up, Pio?
All right, got a question for you. You have, in the last 6 months that I've got to know you better, been putting a lot of artists out there, with a lot of shows that you've been doing and putting stuff together. So could you talk a little bit about the shows that you've been putting together and the opportunities that not only are you making for yourself, but you're also making for a lot of other artists within town, within the Gresham area, and some of the other venues you've been doing?
I want to give a shout out to the Fairview Food Plaza, Mighty Mo's Tanker, out there on the east side. One thing that I'm definitely trying to do is make sure that we have entertainment and culture available to us on the east side. Also, what I've been, the knowledge that I've been seeking from coming to Meeting of the Minds and talking with DJ Klyph, DJ OG1, and even yourself, learning the business side of the metrics in terms of throwing shows so that you can, leverage these negotiations and such. Also, coming at artists straight up with like at least a written down agreement. I ain't gonna call it a contract, but it's like, hey player, I will pay you this for this. And it's gotten to the point where some cats hit me back like they'll see the message and be like, man, this nigga tripping, bro. I'm like, bro, you want me to pay you to perform for 20 minutes? I'm like, no, doggy, that's part of the reason why I don't do no pimping like that, brother. We out here working together. I am going to pay you for your art and for you to come out and perform. And they be like, no fucking way. So that's something I feel like with the shows that I've been doing slowly but surely, trying to break down the clickiness of, I just say it's the whole Northwest. I won't put that on Portland or any city, you know what I'm saying? It's just the whole Northwest, and music in general can get clicky like that too. But we have so much talent out here. Like you can see at any of my shows, you'll never see the same artists back to back on anything at the same venue, you know what I'm saying? We're expanding the network so that other artists know that, this is how to be treated properly. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, I mean, I fuck with you, and I like, your name is big on the gram and stuff, but like when I worked with Julian, I got paid, I got promoted. Everything that I've always missed, everything that I wish that I had, I'm working my ass off to be able to provide it so I can go find cats that help me, you know what I'm saying, on the next level, so where we can start delegating that out, splitting that dollar down like I'm talking about. We split that dollar, we get to $1 million. So that's one thing that I want everybody to make sure y'all tap in, the Laneways Artistry _ on Instagram. You'll see me posting all of my regular shows. Artists, please click the link in the bio. If you would like to get booked for shows out here, or if you're not even in Portland, if you're in the Northwest or planning on coming out here, go on that Instagram page, click that link, fill out that form, and you will get hit up for paid gigs. And that's what I'm trying to change out here. It should be, a lot of people have a conception or perception that being a musician full-time should be paying all your bills. It's not the case for a lot of folks, but I don't see why that shouldn't be the case, you dig me? So that's really where I'm at with it. That's what I'm trying to do for everybody.
Once again, man, Julian, thank you so much for being here, being a part of this, man. Thank y'all once again for coming out and rocking with us. We got a couple minutes. I'm gonna ask OG1 to go in just a little bit, give y'all an opportunity to network. I'm sure that Julian will be more than happy to take photos and sign autographs. And please go check out the Akepele Apparel table and see what Trent's got back there. Take advantage of tonight. Get the special Klyph Notes Live discount. Once again, thank y'all so much for rocking with us. Until we have an opportunity to do this again, y'all be blessed. Peace.
One. Yo!